Well, good day everyone. This is Writer VM, and today I just feeling a little weird, and I just wanted to play one of the games that I really wanted to replay once in a while, and that is Streets of Rage 2. Now, to be honest, this is one of my most favorite beat 'em ups, and I'm planning to play it today on the Sega Mega Drive Classics, or in certain cases, Sega Genesis Classics. Now, uh, it's kind of a long story on how did I got this game, but to be honest, I got it to the bundle and I really like the game, so why not? I already have it in my original console. For those who did not know, I live in the Philippines, and the Philippines is a pretty weird place, to be honest. It's one of those really weird places in which multiple versions of the same console could potentially be happening. This is because the Philippines is pretty close to Japan, so in a typical way, we would get the Asian versions of consoles. So generally, it's the Sega Mega Drive, the family computer, the Super Famicom, the Japanese PS1, among other things. However, due to a lot of people also immigrating to the US, or sometimes they just send things back to their relatives in the Philippines. uh, it's also not impossible that they would actually get US versions of consoles like the NES or the Super NES. So that is a pretty funny thing, being as a struggling gamer. Okay, to be honest, our family isn't actually poor. We're just pretty frugal with money, though. So I needed to hustle just to be able to play a lot of games, and that's involved, playing games on console rental stores or going to my friends and playing games with them. And that's one of the more fascinating things about the Sega Mega Drive. One of my friends, I have the Japanese version, the Sega Mega Drive, and then one of my friends has a Sega Genesis. And then, and so because of that, he would sometimes get US games, and then you could buy in the local malls, typically the Japanese versions of games. And what's fun about the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis is that they actually had region detection. And it is very blatant, especially in the older games when you had those. That is because, for example, a great example of this example is there's this game called. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I thought I was gonna get hit there. There's a Japanese game called Daima Kaimura. In English, that is Ghosts and Goblins. The most fun about thing is that in that game is that my friend, one of my other friends, has a Japanese version of it, so it's Daima Kaimura. However, if you put it into the US system, it would automatically turn into Ghosts and Goblins, even though literally nothing changed. Except we just put the Japanese card in the US system. However, unfortunately, the not so nice part of it is actually could happen also. So like I said earlier, one of my friends has a US Genesis system, and then as a pack-in game, it has Streets of Rage 2. Now, unfortunately, if you put that US Streets of Rage 2 game into a Japanese console, the game would actually refuse to work. Uh, it would actually show a sort of error message that basically says this is a US region game and you cannot play it in a Japanese console, which is sad. But no, that's one of the more fascinating things being in a weird place like the Philippines. You get to experience really bizarre things like that. So anyway, yeah, that's a lot of diversion. But anyway, back to the game. So, okay, I'm making this playthrough using Max. Why did I choose Max? Well, in my opinion, I think Max has one of the highest damage per second possibility in this game. So, what do I mean damage per second? Well, by potential, Max is the slowest character in the game. However, he also has the biggest potential damage per second. That means if there's a single enemy here and I attack him, out of all the four characters, Max has the one with the highest possibility of doing damage in the shortest amount of time. This is because of his throws. Now, okay, let's explain his moves. Max is kind of slow, as you can see here. His reach isn't even that good, but the reason that Max is I consider to be one of the best characters in the game is his throws. As you can see here, there. Uh, that is his bread and butter grab combo, and it already damages about 60%. Damages pretty good. Now, one of the best, his best moves is actually his backbreakers. But unfortunately, unlike the other characters in the game, he cannot vault over the opponents. However, once you get good in the game, you could actually easily grab people in the back. So let me show you an example. Oh wait, not this. We cannot use this in this character. Because, okay, this game has a little quirk. What quirk? Typically in this game, when enemy characters rise up after being knocked down, they could easily be grabbed. But there are exceptions to this rule. And for me, I just tag them as bosses. Because typically it's the bosses that are like that. Let me give an example. As you can knock down them. I would just time my next attack so that when they uh, rise up again, they immediately get hit. So if you, once you get good into this game, you could just easily like basically camp the enemy like this. See, I just made the slide because I remember the time needed for them to get up. Okay, here's the first boss. Unfortunately, he's also immune. Also, that one of the most important moves that you need to learn in this game is being able to counter being thrown. To be able to reverse being thrown, all you need to do is hold up B and C. Yeah, let me show you a better example in the next level. I'll try to do the basic grab combo and then immediately grab them. Just to show you how... Okay, not that. I was panicking. Okay, that guy's life is pretty small. Ah man, yeah, I set the difficulty to very hard because I just really like The other difficulties are now too easy. But I won't try out Maniac though. Ow. Okay, that's bad. Oops, still dead. Immediately dead. Yeah, also, I I now have a bad habit of not. Yeah, it's something like that. I immediately slided, then immediately made a jump kick. Sorry, I accidentally keep pressing the shortcut for quick load and quick save. Ow. Yeah, something like that. They immediately fell down in front of me because of the grenade. But since they're not invulnerable to grabs once they rise up, I could just immediately grab them from behind. Which you can do the backbreaker, which is the actually the biggest damage in the game. It's just a simple attack, but it damages like 70% of a life bar in a single throw. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on. Stop. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with this game. You know. Hey, what the? Hmm. Yeah, that is one of the most annoying moves in this game. It's that single punch thing by these bikers. It's an immediate knockdown though, which is a problem for characters like Max. Like this. Then I grab that, and then they're immediately dead. It's that fast. Urgh. Yeah, they also grab people by the back. There, something like that. You can position your max correctly in a way that the enemy immediately falls down on your head. Okay, there's a one up in here. There. There's a hidden one up in there. Ooh. Come on, stop, stop. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's probably a deluge of surgers that's gonna happen here. I always remember this part because it's freaking annoying. These guys are actually almost not harmless, but more like they only do these punches, and then the problem is there's like 10 of them that would rush at you at this part of the level. Alright, it's gonna be annoying. And this is one of the most annoying bosses in the game. There's some patterns that you could actually use, but the problem is you need to be in very specific spacing. You can see here. Oops. Okay. Okay, yeah, you need to be somewhat far away And when you're kind of far away, they will do that rocket punch thing. So you could just keep repeating that as long as you keep the spacing. Okay, that's actually a pretty good run there. Because if you're too near him, he will do other things. He would do that stomp thing, or they will actually try to grab you and then throw you down. So it's kind of very dangerous to be near them because you can't really reach them by jumping. They're too high. So you needed them to get down first. And getting pretty far is one of the better ways because it avoids their most dangerous attacks. So here we are on the third level, the not Disneyland. Oops, sorry. Nope, don't want to use weapons there. So I just threw them. Now, on this game, to throw weapons, just hold B, and then press C. That's the fastest way to throw weapons in this game. Hold B and then press C. Then I slide on the backbreaker, dead. Yeah, that's the more efficient ways to kill enemies in this game. Okay, now there's a lot of signals. They're kind of annoying because they're the ones who can throw and then do the slide thing. They're kind of manageable, but in a crowd, again, one of the biggest issues in beat 'em ups is when you get crowded by the enemies and get beat down because you don't know which one to like beat up first. Ow, okay, stop. Oh yeah, before I forget, one of the best things about grabs and throws in this game is there can be collateral damage. So depending on the circumstances, yeah, even max backbreaker could hit multiple people and kill a lot of people really fast. Yeah, that went pretty well. But you know, the unfortunately, you know, the more you proceed into the game, the more dangerous parts happen. And the only reason I haven't lost a life yet is because I kind of remember when some of them are upcoming. This one of the more annoying ones because it contains one of the hardest enemies in the game, the ninjas, and let's see. Let's see if we can beat them without things going bad. Okay, here we go. Okay, one of the tricks in this game is if you hold B for a few seconds and then let it go, you would do this immediate knockdown attack. Uh oh. Okay, that went well. Yeah, okay, again, there's this weird spacing thing that when the ninjas rise up and then you're in a specific position, they would actually make this small jump. So if you're in the correct position, you could just repeatedly do it over and over again. So if you have a weapon like a katana there, you could just repeat it again and again. As long as you're in the correct spacing, they would repeatedly do it again and again. Here we go, another hard place. Again, big. Ah, come on. Ow. Ow. Yeah. As you can see them, they kind of complement each other pretty well. And yeah, although these two are pretty hard on their first appearance, the most dangerous is that they're now together. But ah, they're not bosses anymore, so I could immediately grab them like this, then again, and they die fast. But again, it's only easily possible if they're alone. If there's multiple enemies, it's gonna be a big problem. But still, I think it went well. I mean, I haven't lost a life yet, again. Although that's not gonna be for long. I'm not that good enough for this game yet, to the point that I could finish this game without losing a single life. But at least I can at least finish this game without losing a without um, doing a single continue, which I like because it maxes out the score table up, my score there, especially in your very hard difficulty. No, 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 don't do that. Annoying mid boss here. Behelit. Ow. Yeah, that's the reason I don't like this thing. It's pretty hard to gauge where is the enemy here. You can see, sometimes I just couldn't hit the guy. And the only semi-reliable way of hitting it is doing jump attacks. And sometimes my attacks just don't hit. Pretty annoying. Okay. Okay, there's a hidden one up here directly below. Okay, more ninjas. There. Oh, great. Wait for them to jump. Okay. So why I also change planes. What I mean planes being I press up and down. Because if you're actually straight them far away, sometimes they actually throw shurikens. So it's just a safe way to avoid any direct attacks though. Okay, this is the boss. Pretty annoying. So just a safe strat, I'd rather use the weapon. Although again, as a boss, I couldn't immediately grab them. So I'm just keeping space. Ow. Come on. Yeah, there's also a weird like that I don't know. I don't have a specific safe strat here, but I just keep on a specific again range. The range that is not enough for them to hit me with their most of their attacks, but this allows me to get a jump attack on them. But anyway, since already the boss already done, couldn't do much about it, couldn't explain more. Yeah, I now we're now beyond the not Disneyland, and I think we're about to go to that big stadium. Also, the music in this game pretty much rocks, man. One of the best music in the Sega Mega Drive library, in my opinion. Yeah, also one of the bigger advantages that Max has over the characters in this game is that when you use a weapon, it can hit both the backside and the front. Which, well, I'm not really complaining. It's like, why not? I mean, any advantage, any ways to compensate for his slowness is appreciated. Ow. Stop. Yeah, bad positioning there. Ow. Yeah, remind me, don't do jump attacks on Donovans. Okay, again. Two of these gals is pretty annoying. Yep, making space between the two of them. There. Pretty manage it pretty well. Ow, stop, stop. It's just jab, but it's enough to know to ruin your flow and let the other enemies gang up on you. Okay, again, this is we're coming to a very annoying part. That. Yeah. Yeah, these two tag teaming on you is not cool. Ow. Because they have this flame attacks that are really annoying. Also puts them far out of range to be thrown. Okay, this part can become pretty hectic. Ow. Okay. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Well, that's too bad, but it's inevitable. But anyway, here we go with stage 4 boss. Pretty hard to beat using max. Because of that. Oh, come on, stop throwing me. So why did I say that boss is pretty annoying? Well, because of that, if you get too far from him, he'll just do that clothesline attack, give you pretty big damage. If you go too near, he'll grab you and there's nothing much you could do about it. So that's why I just keep, trying to maneuver with him so that he would instead try to get near but not too near, so I could attack him with normal attacks instead. The biggest problem with the boss is that because of their invincibility, it's much easier for them to grab you than for you to grab them. Again, this guy is solo, so he could be easily dealt with, unlike the earlier level where there are two of them. Max is very efficient at defeating enemies if they're solo. Yeah, again, one of the cheesier strats I do is that I don't immediately go forward because, as you can see, I could go forwards enough that Golden first attacks me, but Byakko here doesn't attack me. So I could at least manage the enemies one by one rather than, immediately try to fight a whole bunch of them. Okay, we get introduced a new enemy in here. Pretty annoying boss. Not boss, character only. Because they have grabbed attacks. They also have pretty long range attacks though, as well. And don't, yeah, like that. That's why I don't like this enemy. Again, because they're not a boss anymore, I could easily grab them like this, and then they die really, really fast. Oh, this is gonna be painful. This is one of the most annoying segments in this game ever. You're gonna see why. A lot of enemies in which I have huge difficulties managing. First of all, an upcoming enemy that I don't like is two guys in jetpacks. The level 2 bosses. And there's two of them. There. That's the problem. Ah. And yep, that's the grab. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Oh, come on. Okay. Hopefully, okay. Not the worst, but still pretty bad. And the ninjas. Nice. Yep. Yeah, I need to remove that weapon from that ninja. Yeah, stop. Go away, go away. Then we arrive on the next boss, Big Bear. In my opinion, the worst boss in the game in versus Max. The problem is, uh, the guy has so much range, minimal frame data. I mean, his attacks are so far ranging, and yet it has basically no startup. It's so fast and so long range. And then we still have to manage this big guy here. Yeah, time to do something with a little more range than the boss. Yeah, the guy is so fast and has so big range. I have no choice but to do this. I mean, he goes in a zigzag pattern so fast. 6th stage. There would be no rest in these levels anymore. Especially with these ninjas. Oh yeah, for those who did not know, this game Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive Classics is not a mini console. This is actually a compilation of early Mega Drive games sold on Steam. They're basically legal ROMs, so not to mention every game is like $1 to $2 each, I think, depending on the if there is sale or not. So if you really like, I guess, legal ROMs, or you want to play some classics in a really cheap price, this can't be beaten. Yep, as long as they have these fucking knives, it's never gonna end. Alright, never mind. They're not knives, they're kunais. Well, they're basically the same thing in this game. Yeah, too slow for that. And they're too fast for that. Too bad, there's a chicken in the next part of the level. My life is too low to survive that. Too bad. Nah, 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 you're alone. Yeah, I'll be laughing later. And this is the problem part. I can't see them. Ow. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I did. Ah. Oh well. Okay, that is like one of my worst lucks on that part. Yeah, I need to manage one of these girls first. Yeah, I'll just get the chicken first. We're ready in the boss, and it's a combo. Ow. Mm-hmm. Too far. Well, to be honest, there's really not much to say in the game anymore. There'd be no more virtually new normal enemies to fight, but there'll still be a new boss. Oh, come on. Okay, the first part isn't so good. Hopefully, it won't escalate pretty bad. Oh no, oh shit, this is gonna escalating be bad. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, come on. Darn it. Ah, what a waste though. Here we go. The most hectic part of the game. Oh. What a mess. Ah, thank God. Now for the boss. Yeah, I'm gonna do something weird here. Now it's kind of hard to explain why is this working. It's because okay, off screen, if the enemies are off screen, they also technically cannot hit you. And unfortunately, one of the except that. Uh oh. If they hit. Yeah, that is the complicated part. There. They're on the left. Oh! Oh, come on. Uh, Come on. I generally don't lose lives in this boss. Yeah, the guys on the left is seriously. Oh well. Here we go, the final level in the game. Hopefully I don't run out of lives. This beginning is not going well. Okay, that went pretty well. Ow. Okay, that really hurt, man. And okay, that is Streets of Rage 2. Oh, I mean, Bare Knuckle 2, as I was playing the Japanese version. But anyway, yeah, that was a decent playthrough. Not the best, not the worst, just a typical one. I really like this game. I mean, this is one of the, for me, one of my most treasured beat 'em ups, and for me, one of the reasons I still kept my Sega Mega Drive way long after the system has like stopped games being made for it. It's kind of sad that currently Sega doesn't really intend on continuing the series, and thank God for that company for making Streets of Rage 4. It took like 20 years, but you know, maybe I should start playing that game seriously. But still, um, I'm kind of outdated at it. I just made actual playthrough of it. You could also see it in my channel. But I got so used to Streets of Rage 2 and 3, and also Remake. And unfortunately, Sega shut that fan game down. Nothing could be done about that. I mean, it's actually Sega's property, so they can do to it as they see fit. But anyway, this is the playthrough for Streets of Rage 2. Oh yeah, wait a second. I just wanted to show you guys something before I end the video. Anyway, this is Rider VM, and yeah, there's a revealing of cheat code when you finish the game with the hardest difficulty. Press the A and B buttons on the 2P control pad. But anyway, this is Rider VM, and thank you for watching my playthrough of Streets of Rage 2 or Bare Knuckle 2. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of Streets of Rage 3 in the near future. Anyway, it's Rider VM, and I hope I will still see you guys in another video. And this is the thing I want to show you. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Blaze jump kick is censored in the US version. Her jump kick here is like straight vertical, but you can see her panties. In the US version, it's actually slanted down, and you can see her underwear there. Anyway, that's the playthrough. Hope I will still see you guys in another video.